Okay, today we are playing a game on Oasis. We're in the Gold SR range, and we will be playing Lucio the entire way through. And our current team composition is Winston, Diva, Pharah, Reaper, Ana, and Lucio. So, very average. It's a dive comp, no issue with it. Might have some trouble if the enemy team also has a Pharah, but between Winston, Diva, and Ana, that should be enough people to deal with a Pharah, really, so it shouldn't really be an issue. So we're just going to start the game, because I'm totally fine with it. Don't really want to trade anyone. So, if YouTube would be so kind, there we go. So, don't amp it up out of the gate, because, or amp it up to get to the point, because amp it up is a 12-second cooldown, and it doesn't get you there that much faster. You get there like a second or two faster, which is not really worth the 12-second cooldown, because it's better to just have the cooldown when you get there, because if a fight breaks out, being able to amp up your healing is going to be more impactful than getting to the fight a second faster or something like that. So, don't do that. And on some maps it's even worse. Like, imagine like King's Row. Right, you come out of the attacker's spawn, you're just like there, doesn't do anything. So it varies between being pretty pointless to being completely pointless. So we just got swiped in the head there by the fire strike. Just put your healing aura on. Ana's apparently got no interest in healing you because Ana's going. She's fucking going right now. Where is she going? We don't know. But she's going there. She's gonna assert herself, I have to assume. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it? That was very scary for her. Fortunately, Roadhog is like the least threatening hero in the game, really. She could have found anyone around that corner and it would have been scarier than a Roadhog. So, she got away with it, even though she shouldn't really. It wasn't really a legal maneuver, but she got away with it. Winston diving in really far in critical HP. Unless we're interested in also dying, we can't do anything about that because we're playing Lucio. We do want to be, like, switching back and forth between our auras during this fight, because you only want to be in your healing aura when you're actually healing people, because if you're healing people who are at full HP, that's the same as you having your aura just turned off completely. So, over the course of a fight, you do want to switch back and forth between your auras as you need to heal people. In general, your default aura should be the speed aura, because that's the reason that Lucio has been a good hero at all points during Overwatch's lifespan, and will continue to be a good hero as long as he has it. Speed is really overpowered, and Lucio's just default healing aura is only 13.5 per second. Something like that, very, very low. So we don't want to be in the healing aura at all. We want to be in the healing aura as little as possible. We want to be in speed as much as possible. So right now we're not really healing anybody, so we should be in the speed aura again until somebody needs healing. Like now he needs healing, so we can change back again. Now we're also fighting this Tracer as well. So fair enough, but only be in healing if you're actually healing people. Don't really need to amp it up because you're not really missing any HP right now. In fact, you were just ticked up to full HP right as you pushed it. So, unnecessary use of amp it up because Tracer's fighting 1v6 right now and you weren't at any risk of dying. Even if she miraculously, like, blinked up into your face and tracked you perfectly like an aimbot and killed you, wouldn't be the end of the world. The enemy team is totally dead right now, so you could just come back again. So we got Reaper over here being very spooky over in the corner. Enemy team's starting to regroup outside, but they've just lost their Ana. And Tracer is still going to be, like, coming back. She'll be back soon, because she's Tracer. But so they're kind of low on people right now, and they shouldn't have been as far up as they were, really. Our Ana just got picked off, because this time, Roadhog had a Zenyatta to help him actually kill the person he hooked, so Ana standing way too close is probably what happened right there, but, I mean, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. We didn't see what was going on. So, people on the enemy team dead right now. Reinhardt, we did actually hear somebody say... What did they say about Reinhardt? Reinhardt's on the right-hand side of the point. And, turn around. Oh, there we go. Yep, there he is. I mean, this is direly not okay for him to be doing. This is just diving in alone and getting killed, so, whatever. Worst case scenario, he randomly pinned somebody, but the rest of his team is still dead. It's Roadhog and Ana, so they're not exactly threatening us too much. Though Roadhog did actually kill 2 people we saw in the kill feed, so good job, Roadhog. So, we aren't really being very, active during this game. I feel like we've just sort of sat back and watched most of the game actually happening so far. Again, we're not healing anybody, so we could have been in the speed aura right there. We'd speed up and try to, like, get to the Reaper, but, like, he was pretty fucked, so now we're not healing anybody, so. You want to be, like, Lucio, you can't play Lucio very passively anymore. You used to be able to play him really passively, because his aura used to be infinity meters big. However, now it is very, very small. They told us at one point that this was only a temporary graphic for the AoE. I guess it's just a permanent graphic now, so... You know, but it's very short range here. He actually does damage now, so you want to be more actively engaging in the fight. And I don't mean, like, don't try and do, like, the sick montage plays where you dive in 1v6 and boop them all off an edge or something like that. Just, like, go up with your front line, like, speed boosting people around and trying to, like, facilitate things. Like, Lucio is the most aggressive support in the game. You have to actually play somewhat aggressively. I feel like we're just sitting back and watching everything happening rather than really taking part in what's happening. So enemy team's starting to come into the point, so we use sound barrier. Very annoyingly all grouped up behind a barrier, so not much we could do about that. Anna just got absolutely fucked. She shouldn't have been in a position where she could get fucked by that, so that's her own fault as far as I'm concerned. And it would have been a miracle if we saved her. So, team's getting kind of fucked up right now. Winston's got Primal Rage, so we certainly aren't losing the point anytime soon. Reaper's spinning, managed to kill 2 people. We got Earth Shattered, but we didn't actually have to worry about it. But then we do have to worry about that one. Not that we were going to get away from it, pretty fucked. So, this is a difficult point to fight on for Lucio, because the point itself is basically just a big box with not much going on in it. In general, you don't want to be standing on this point unless you absolutely have to, because it is one of those points that's very, very dangerous to stand on, because it's just a box encircled by another box, basically. You can be threatened by every area. Because you can be threatened from all sides inside this point, so you don't really want to be standing on it if possible. You want to be more, like, off on the sides, because there's more stuff to work with. You're not just standing out in the open, really. And Lucio, as a hero, just likes being near walls, because wall riding, you know, sort of his thing, really. So, all we're really doing is sort of like sitting on the point, sliding around, sort of like left-clicking vaguely in their direction, and like spending a lot of our time in the healing aura. We're being very, very passive, and then when the fight happens, we just sort of like backpedal away from people, and then we get fucked by ultimates, which I mean is gonna happen. But we're not adding much to the team, really. We're just sort of like watching things happen. So, right here, we're getting fucked by Reaper. That hit marker right there means Reaper's right behind you. As soon as you know Reaper's right on top of you, spin round, boop him, switch to the speed aura, and try and get away. You are not gonna out-heal a Reaper shooting you point blank. If you can't out-heal whatever is doing damage to you, just switch to the speed aura and hope you get away from it. Like Lucio, you see him switch to, like, the healing aura and amp it up when, like, tack visor or something's happening. Dog, it's gonna kill you regardless of amping up your healing aura. You're better off trying to get out of the way with the speed aura. So, it just, like, we're not taking part in this game. I don't feel like we're adding much to the team. We're just sort of watching and, like, left-clicking vaguely in their direction. So, Winston's going in right now. We're trying to heal him as he's going in. He's gonna get absolutely fucking reamed in that corner, though. He even got made purple to be... just to make sure he was fucked, really. So we're trying to get to this Pharah, who's not making it easy, but we got to the Pharah in the end. Probably didn't need to use the amp it up for her right there, because she wasn't being super threatened by anything. So probably could have just healed her up passively, and then saved amp it up for, like, this diva right now. But our team has managed to win this extremely scattered fight, which was basically a bunch of 1v1s and 2v2s happening, it looks like. Here comes Reaper. You can consider sound barriering when he's coming in Boostio, when he's Wraith forming in like that, because that usually means that the Reaper is going to try and ult. Which is not really a legal maneuver, but, you know, it's just sort of what you expect the Reaper to do still. But, I mean, He didn't. Doesn't matter, really. So yeah, I feel like we won that round, but I don't feel like we did much to make it happen. We want to be, like, actually getting in there and, like, fighting with people, because Lucio is like, a pretty fighty hero now that he actually does damage again. Don't amp up the speed boost again, it's not worth it. Better just have amp it up. See, like, we're colliding with the enemy team, it's got 8 seconds left. 8 seconds is a fucking long time in this game. So, oh, getting hooked in. Yep. Ana, once again, got hooked, and his team was there to help him kill him, so... You know, Ana standing awfully fucking close to these people, isn't she? You know, whatever. Amping up to heal up the D.Va, then we kind of left the D.Va behind. Ooh, very scary, but not really, because, I mean, you know, even if he hooks you, he might not actually kill you. Fucking Roadhog, right? God. Look at him. He's shot this D.Va like 8,000 times, and he's only just broken her mech. So don't do this, because we've lost this fight. This fight, it's over. It's done with. It's already not looking super good by this point, because if we look in the kill feed, we see we've lost our Sombra that we now have, and our Pharah. So we've lost both of our DPS. D.Va's just lost her mech, so she's basically dead right now. So what you do now is you switch it into the speed aura, and you fucking run away. You don't try and go back in, because... best case scenario, you touch the point for like 3 seconds and get killed, which is exactly what happens. There's no point going in to touch the point if your team is dead, because you go in and touch the point. Doesn't matter. If they've gotten control of the point, it's not like you stop them gaining points or anything. They're just gonna kill you because you're on the point by yourself. As soon as your team is losing the fight, just leave. Wait for your team to regroup. Because instead our deaths are kind of staggered. So now we just have to... now our team just has to wait for us to get back, because, like, Sombra and Pharah died, but then we died, like, 4 or 5 seconds later, which is just... makes it take even longer for us to regroup. Bold play. Very easy to get punished for that one, if the Reinhardt's... like, Reinhardt's just, like, let you do this. I see a Lucio doing that, I just start swinging at the fucker. Like, I ain't gonna let him do that to me. We also didn't boop him towards the edge, which, I mean, is kind of weird, but he did start backing away, so, I mean, also it was gonna be hard. Very hard to come up this way, I find, but this is the way we've decided to come up. That just fucking sucks, dude. Like, that's the kind of thing that unless you're clairvoyant, it's gonna happen to you, you know? Because we just get booped and it just happens to send us careening 1,000 miles into the ocean. I don't know if this is, post-Doomfist patch or not. I don't think it is. So Reinhardt is probably still broken in this game. But yeah, it happens. Not every mistake is, fixable unless you have psychic powers. So we are starting to get a little overzealous right now. Want to be, like, wait for our team to actually, like, get back over here. Granted, our 2 DPS are over there doing their own fucking thing. It's high noon, even though it looks to be, you know, late afternoon, actually, but, you know, the noon is high. So we just heard Reaper teleport somewhere, because he's fucking loud as hell. Our Reaper just got fucked over there. Do they have a Reaper? Like, I swear to God that was an enemy Reaper sound effect. Like, we're getting fucked right now. Basically, yeah, they do have a Reaper. Okay. I was like... I swear to God that was an enemy Reaper that said it, but I don't remember them having a Reaper. So we've heard Reaper teleport at this point, so that means Reaper is probably either behind us, or he's in the, little hole up there. Listen for Reaper teleporting. They made it quieter, but you can still hear Reaper. Like, listen for Reaper teleporting, important information. So we, Ana's standing too close again, because, like, she's up here on the point, which she doesn't need to be doing, but she is up here, so that's, you know, her decision. That happened, and that fucking sucks, dog. Unless we know he's coming, that we don't avoid that. I don't think we saw him in the melee, did we? Like, he came up behind us. Did we see Reaper? Oh, we very briefly saw Reaper, but, I mean, Roadhog's whole hogging in front of us, so we're not gonna see him. Do hear him wraith forming behind us, but by that point, it's already probably too late. So, the way you avoid that is, hear his incredibly loud teleport. It's quieter now, but it's still pretty loud, actually. Just hear that and know he's coming. So I understand that you're waiting to see if somebody to wait for people respawning. But nobody's... First off, you're gonna wait for them to respawn, because, like, we're about to lose the round right now, so if you're gonna wait for them to respawn, push tab and see if somebody's actually about to respawn. But I can see from looking over at the death icons, nobody was about to respawn, so we just wasted a second waiting, which can be all the difference when it's in overtime. Also, do some wall riding while you're getting up here, because there's stuff you can wall ride off of while you're moving up here, like these corners. And you get a speed boost while you're riding on walls, so that just gets you there slightly faster. In general, like these walls as well, in general when you're playing Lucio, if you're near a wall, ride on the wall, because you go faster. It's generally harder for people to hit you, because you start going slightly faster, your model tucks in a little bit while you're in the wall, so you're smaller, and people are just generally, like, their muscle memory is not usually very calibrated for suddenly hitting somebody that's moving along a wall. So if you're near a wall, just ride on that wall, dog. You're playing Lucio, very mobile hero, very fast. Big selling point of Lucio is his mobility, so we want to be taking advantage of it as much as possible. So Mercy's just arrived and rezzed these two people, which, I mean, is not really fantastic, but, I mean, it is what she has decided to do. So that's very scary, don't do that. I hate when I see a Lucio player see a Reaper and go right up in that Reaper's face to boop him away, cause if the Reaper is decent, he'll just shoot you in the fucking face, and it'll really fucking hurt, if not kill you. Like, he doesn't, but, like, as you get higher, a Reaper is just gonna, like, shoot you in the skull, and it's gonna really fucking hurt, dog, so don't do that. In general, don't boop someone unless you have a reason to do so, because Lucio players, they love to go up to people, they, like, do, like, the left-click, melee, boop them away thing and all that, or they just, like, boop somebody for the sake of it because they're near them. It doesn't do anything, because it does almost no damage. It does 20 damage, I think, like 20-ish. And it can make your own DPS hard, it can make it harder for your own DPS to actually hit them, because imagine that, like, soldiers lining up his Helix rocket or something and you boop them right as he's lining it up, and then suddenly you traded 120 damage for 20 damage. It's not really worth it, is it? Or Tracer blinks up right as you boop them to try and stick them, and oh, they go flying away. These are obviously extreme examples, but, like, it makes it harder for your own DPS. Don't boop someone unless you have a reason, which is, you're trying to get them off of somebody. Reaper wasn't on anybody, you could have just walked away from him. You're gonna boop him off an edge, or, like, if Genji's, like, deflecting in front of you and he's got one hit left, if you boop, you kill him through deflect, like that kind of thing. Don't boop somebody just for the sake of it, doesn't do anything. So, the res was not exactly fantastic. This, Earth Shatter also not very fantastic. So, we know he's doing this because he's, like, jumping in, shouting hammer down. If you can, like, if you don't get hit, he's gonna charge through. Try and boop him out of the way of hitting somebody. Like, you know, I know it's difficult to do this and you've gotta move and react pretty quickly, but, like, if you try, there's the possibility you save Ana if you boop him out of the way in his charge. So, you know, try, at very least, to do that. Sometimes you'll, kill somebody accidentally by booping them in their charge, but, you know, that's better than, like, the Ana definitely dying. At least then maybe you save the Ana, you know? So, the res was not very good, and honestly, it's just made the enemy team even more scattered. Now Reaper's coming in, but Reaper's all by his lonesome. Now Zenyatta's coming in to help him, but Zenyatta's now all by his lonesome because Reaper's leaving. Oh, here comes Reinhardt from the back end by himself because Reinhardt thinks he's playing a DPS. Oh, fuck, Zenyatta's using Transcendence now. Oh, but Reinhardt's purple. Oh, fuck, lots of ultimates happening. Roadhog started whole hogging right as he got amped. He was very upset about that one. So we used this all pretty late. Because, I probably use it now, because, like, they're coming in. If I didn't use it then, I use it now, because I see that guy's purple. Because, like, that's the point the fight's happening. Whereas we use it now, and, like, two people are already dead. And this is probably in response to seeing the Emp happen, but, I feel like this is late. I feel like we could have used this sooner, and it would have been more impactful. So we got this dude all up in our grill, and there's some sexy walls here that we could have been riding on to try and juke him a little bit better. We also don't need to be in the healing aura right now, because nobody's even near us. We're not actually healing anybody right now. I know it's hard to keep track of, like, in the middle of a fight, but if you're not healing anybody, you still want to be in the speed aura. So, like, if you're not healing people, be in the speed aura. That should be your default. You want to be in speed as much as possible. So, he's spinning next to us and we're fucked, because it's either get killed by the spin or run out into high noon and get killed, so, you know.
Yeah, that Mercy's really,
shit happens, dog.
Stay alive pretty well.
So, it looks like we're gonna lose the round again. We don't lose the round, if you can believe that. If we actually, like, win this game, 3-0, if you can believe it from this moment. Because I was watching this through, like, damn, the next 2 rounds must be really short. No, we win this round. Like, it's incredible. So we come over here, we try to boop him out into the bomb, didn't quite do it in time, but he's like Zenyatta all by his lonesome. So we don't really need to just be like rotato, potato around this pillar over and over and over again. Like, we're actually starting to win this fight, we could actually just be like trying to bully the Zenyatta to death rather than just like trying to run around. Again, didn't need to boop that dude. That dude, like, honestly is pretty fucking dead. Like, look at him, he's purple in the middle of our team. Like, booping him might have saved him. He died, so it didn't, but you might have saved him right there. Like, there was no reason to boop that dude. That dude you can boop because he's trying to kill your, well, he's trying to break your diva's mech. So that's fair enough. But, like, don't boop someone unless, like, you have to. That McCree you could have saved if he was a little bit healthier. So, we've managed to get the point back again. Again, we're not healing anybody right now, so we should be in the speed aura. Even if, like, one person is kind of low HP, if, like, another healer is around, just, like, let them do it, you know? Like, you want to be in speed still. So we do boop the Reinhardt off into the corner right there. He doesn't pin anybody. He performed an illegal maneuver anyway, so it's a good thing he didn't get away with it, you know? So this our Reinhardt is having a fucking sad time right now, and we're very close to having our ultimate. Roadhog is very sad again, because he just got put to sleep right after he started using his ultimate. So we ult right there, saves our life right there, because we had just barely had enough HP to, like, not get fucked. And we've got a lot of ultimates, so we get to win this fight, basically. I mean, they had a lot of ultimates as well, but they didn't execute their ultimates correctly, and one of their ultimates was Whole Hog, so... Which, I mean, Roadhog's already a bad hero, and his ultimate is worse than him. Oh god, isn't that a scary thought? Ooh, a bad hero and their ultimate's even worse. It's kind of like being Junkrat. Oh, damn. How the mighty have fallen. So I still don't feel... Like, we were more engaged in that game, but more because people were, like, right on our fucking grill. And I feel like we spent most of that time just trying to backpedal away from them, when, like... We want to be, like, trying to, like, actually fight people, really. Like, Lucio can fight people. You go watch, like, a lot of Lucio players, they're all, like, up in people's face trying to fight those people, because Lucio is, like... Lucio's practically a DPS hero at this point. Like, his healing is so low, and the reason you pick Lucio is his speed aura more than anything else. Like, he's basically a DPS hero at this point, to be honest with you. So, you know, we want to be, like, engaging in this fight. These fights, not this these fights. So Reinhardt's doing this. This is definitely not a legal maneuver. It's become even more illegal because we have a Mei now as well. Not that he knew that. So just, like, speed it up here, dog. Like, just, like, get that dude dead faster. And even though some people are kind of wounded, like, you just want to be in speed aura really during most of this fight, because it was never really going badly enough that I would have felt justified switching to speed aura until, like, right at the end, right as these people started dying. I feel like we could have been in the speed aura this whole fight, and that would have probably been more impactful than being in the healing aura, honestly. Like, Lucio is a fairly straightforward hero to play. The biggest, like, skill thing is knowing when to switch between your auras, but just in general, speed is where it's at. Like, right here, just change to speed. Like, get this dude dead. Get this dude fucking dead. Like, you don't need to be healing nobody. You're not even healing anybody. You and Reaper are full HP. Speed up you and this Reaper, and get this dude dead. Like, amp it up to get him and the Mercy. Because you amp up the speed aura right here, you get this dude dead within seconds, and then you just go and fuck the Mercy as well. Like, Be aggressive. Get in there. Start fighting them people. There's no need to be afraid.
Patty's over here.
You, like, nah, we're not healing anybody. We want to be making people go fast. Could be, we're healing the Farah right now, but again, we just want to be making people fast, really. That's where it's at, man. Speed. Now there's a bunch of people that are kind of fucked up, so that's fair enough. Well, minor, like, when Amp It Up's, like, about to end, just, like, switch to the Speed Aura, because it lasts for, like, a little bit of time. Like, the healing aura, the aura persists for a little bit after you switch, so, like, right as your Amp It Up's about to end, just change to the Speed Aura if you're in the healing aura, because the healing will still happen, and then you just make people go faster, which is what we're ultimately here for. So it's all about the speed when you're playing Lucio. So we boop the dude there. Farah is trying to kill him. She didn't shoot, so that's not, we didn't boop him out of a rocket. It is possible we could have booped him out of Farah's rocket and actually killed her right there, but that's not what happened, so. So there's a Genji here right now. Again, this is a drastic overuse of Amp It Up, because, like, this dude is not, he can't be doing this. This is not okay for him to be doing, and you were full HP, so there was no need to Amp It Up. Just be in speed. You're not healing anybody right now. Again, Reaper even starts ulting, not that we can get to him because fucking Mei walled us off, but, like, speed. So, get ready for the jump scare. Oh, he's done it. Oh, isn't that scary? So it's a miracle sometimes what you get away with the tire. So, oh, Junkrat passive, very scary. Got a little bit close to it. We didn't die to it, so that's good. So that's always very sad to see in the kill feed. So Genji's coming at us right as his ultimate's ended. They don't have very much time left, and we have sound barrier. Ana's still standing too close. Reaper got fucked because he's bad, you know, general. Oh, look, there goes Ana getting hooked again because she's standing, like, out the front line. Ooh. You know what? You know where snipers are not that Ana's really a sniper, but you know where snipers are generally meant to stand? Pretty far back. This Ana's gotten hooked quite a lot of times, hasn't she? It's very sad. So we have our ultimate, but we don't really want to use it here. Like, we don't want to do this. We're using it for us and D.Va, and we've already lost this fight. D.Va, like, it's done. You just save your ultimate in that situation, because you're gonna lose this fight regardless of if you use it. Or you try and hold it until more people get back. But, like, don't ult there. You only ult you and D.Va. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, because, like, fight's done. Fight's done and dusted. It's over. Fight's actually still happening, but, like, we've lost. It's just been a very prolonged loss of a fight. Just save your ult. If you're very likely to lose the fight anyway, don't use it hoping you're gonna win. Just save it. So we're coming back to ferry this dude back quicker, which is good. Do not use Amp It Up, please. Please, do not. Okay, good. Okay, I'm very glad. So, gotten back to the fight right now. Reaper going in, real low HP. As soon as that grenade hits you, just change to Speed Aura, because we are healing people right now. But, like, as soon as that happens, you ain't healing anybody anymore. Just crank the speed. Especially since Mei has just used her ultimate, she'd very much like to be going faster right now so that she could try and freeze people faster. So, getting over here. Oh, High Noon's happening. Oh, it's over there. Very scary. Didn't kill us. Did kill D.Va's mech and Farah, which sucks. Oh, there's Mercy. Like, I don't think we need to be in the healing aura right now. I'm pretty sure everybody was actually full HP in our aura. Reaper using his ult got pinged off into space, but he still got the Mercy, so that's good. Got shot in the face by McCree. Took us a second to realize he was there, but he's there. So, fight's starting to go well. Don't shoot the Roadhog right there, because, like, just let somebody, like, let Reaper get right up in his face and shoot him point blank. Or just let him stay there asleep. Like, you shooting him doesn't add very much, and it just, like, wakes him up. So attack visor's happening right now, and we're hiding out of the way. He's dead now. We've got our ultimate. They're all dead. All good stuff. Farah's ulting. Oh, poor fucking McCree. Damn, Jesus, fucking dead. And that's the end of the replay, because we don't get to see the play of the game. Very sad. So the biggest thing that stands out in this game is just that we feel so very passive. I don't feel like we brought much to this game. We won 3-0, but I don't really felt like we actually did that much in this game. We're not being involved in the fight, really. We're just sort of sitting back, like, watching people, healing people when they're full HP, you know, we wanna be fast, getting up there, fighting people, get up there and start smacking them around, because Lucio can actually fight. He's actually a fighty hero now, because they buffed his damage by an entire 20%, which is quite a lot, actually. That's like the biggest thing. Like, Lucio's a pretty straightforward hero. It's just, try to be more involved in the game, and try to be in your speed aura more, because you could have been in your speed aura a lot more during this game, and that's the main selling point of Lucio, is his speed aura. So just try and be fast as much as possible, and try and, like, take part in the fight, get up there, smack him around, show him that you're the boss. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer, and I hope you found the video helpful.